All I wanted was to go on a nice peaceful walk today, but yet again, here I am to complain about people not even being humans anymore. What are we doing? I'm walking towards this girl on the sidewalk. She's got the AirPods in, she's got the sunglasses on. She has her phone in landscape, folks.
I was not watching a movie on landscape mode. I was actually listening to Brian Cox talk about space, the Fermi paradox, and the light after the Big Bang. So I was just more interested in learning about the origins of the universe than saying hi to a stranger.
Imagine being on your phone complaining that humans don't connect anymore, they don't put their phones down, but you are on your phone, filming that and venting to the world. This is what Cru Mahoney posted, and the whole world is coming at him. Hi y'all, welcome back to my channel. I am Selena. Today we are doing a TikTok tea video where we dive into a video that's on TikTok. We dissect it, break it down, we'll talk about other opinions, and then I'll talk about my opinion. Today we are talking about Cru Mahoney, and I did not know who he was. I feel like that's how this always goes until I see something juicy on my For You page. Well, he is someone that posts a lot on TikTok. He runs. His bio says that he runs every day. I think he does a lot of walking and running and talking videos. Well, his most recent video went viral, and let's take a look at what he said.
All I wanted was to go on a nice peaceful walk today, but yet again, here I am to complain about people not even being humans anymore. What are we doing? I'm walking towards this girl on the sidewalk, and God forbid we make eye contact or have any sort of human interaction on a how's it going kind of level. She's got the AirPods in, she's got the sunglasses on, she has her phone in landscape, folks. We have stooped to the level of having our phone in landscape like this? No. Please tell me you're not watching a movie just to avoid having some sort of human interaction. Guys, this needs to stop. Look around, get a little bit uncomfortable, and I don't know, say hi to a human that's 4 feet away from you. God. All right, there's my rant. Back to my peaceful walk.
So this shirtless man is telling the world, why can't we connect anymore as humans? I'm just trying to have a great peaceful day, a peaceful walk, and I try to say hello to a girl who is looking at her phone in landscape mode. Is she watching a movie or not? And she doesn't even look at me. We cannot connect as humans. And that was very interesting. He got a lot of backlash for it.
Imagine being privileged enough that the worst part of your walk was a stranger not making eye contact with you because they were on their phone, and then to get on your phone to complain.
A lot of people are saying women do not owe you anything. Hello. A lot of people are saying there's a good reason why.
My girlfriend loves to go to the gym, but the problem is there is this dude who is always there, and he makes very creepy advances on her. We've tried several things to get him to go away. None of this works. He will literally just walk up to her while she's mid-squat and be like, "You have beautiful calves for someone your size," which I hate. So the point is, this woman is not ignoring you and being lost in her phone. She saw a shirtless mustache coming from a mile away and decided to look busy just in case.
Women have to be aware of their surroundings. It is not the same as it is for you. Women can't just go topless or just in their sports bra exercising like you on a regular day. We can't just be saying hi to everyone with a smile on our faces going down the street. A lot of people have made some really good points about that, and this goes for females and males responding to Cru Mahoney. Am I saying it right? Is it Cru Mahoney? Is it Cru Mahoney? I like Cru Mahoney, but I don't know. Is it Cru Mahoney? That probably makes more sense. Someone tell me in the comment section down below. A lot of people are saying that he wouldn't have had this reaction in response to being told no if the person was probably not attractive or someone he would date. A lot of people are saying, well, what does she look like? Please describe her to me. And I am curious if you would have that reaction if you said hello to a dude sitting on his phone and they didn't say anything to you or acknowledge you.
What'd she look like? Come on, tell us what she looked like. Was she young and attractive, maybe? I'm just wondering if this treatment extends to just every type of person, or like, just please describe to us what it is that she looks like. Also, are you a professor? Can we see your credentials for your psychology degree? Because you're very confidently just telling everyone here how society works and what is good and bad for every single one of us across the board. And your lived experience somehow sets the standard for what is best for all of us. So far, I'm seeing a degree in double standards.
Allegedly, the girl has been found. I don't know her name. I originally saw this story when her video popped up on my For You page, and now I cannot find it, but I did find someone who stitched her video. If this is a girl, we still don't know. Here she is, and she kind of explains herself.
I'm like 90% sure I'm the girl you're talking about in that video. And just to clear things up, if it was me, I was not watching a movie on landscape mode. I was actually listening to Brian Cox talk about space, the Fermi paradox, and the light after the Big Bang. So yeah, I wasn't trying to be rude. I was just more interested in learning about the origins of the universe than saying hi to a stranger. Sorry if that was rude.
What's interesting about it too is that she is saying that she was listening to a podcast. She was educating herself. She was listening to something that empowers her and teaches her things. She doesn't have time to just say hello to some shirtless dude on the street. And also to a stranger, mind you, a guy walking up to you saying hello, you're sitting down, minding your own business. Like, what would you do? You're a woman, you're alone. Mr. Cru Mahoney, he had responded to all of this backlash in another video. Check this out.
I was on a walk the other day and I posted a video about how some girl walked by me. She had sunglasses on, her AirPods in, she had her phone turned sideways and really tried to not make eye contact or interact in any way. So I didn't really look at her, just walked by, didn't say anything, didn't do anything, contrary to what a lot of people in the comments of that video seemed to think. But the whole point of the video was that on a grand scale, there's a problem with social disconnect, which I think has serious consequences. To paint the picture a little bit better, my neighborhood here in Austin, Texas, very chill, lots of young people, young families, a lot of people that walk around and exercise and that kind of thing. I think it's the cordial and neighborly thing to do to just say hi, to kind of reinforce that community aspect of the place I live in. But regardless, people blew it out of proportion in perfect TikTok fashion, made it into kind of a male-female kind of thing, a predator dynamic, calling me things like a creep, comments like these, all that kind of stuff, which is fine, totally understand. But also the characteristics and behaviors that turn someone into an actual creep are the ones of social disconnect, those tendencies of not interacting with people, being very closed off, living virtually. That's what creates that, and it becomes super problematic and dangerous when you're not aware of your surroundings. So being on your phone looking down all the time is actually much less safe. When you lose the skill of observation, you don't have that awareness of facial expressions, body language, and these things are major cues of safety. When I'm walking around, I keep my eyes lighter, I have a softer facial expression as to not intimidate anybody, to be approachable, so I'm just feeling my hair, and that kind of thing. And I think this is being lost the less that we are exposed to conversations, simple social situations, looking up, looking around, taking note of these things. So people kind of created a narrative around this thing, again, blew it out of proportion, which is to be expected. I'm a pretty sarcastic person, so I had a few sarcastic points in there that were kind of missed, and I guess that's the flaw in my speaking character for sure. But again, I think this is an actual issue, and I'm not a fan of the look down, don't acknowledge anybody kind of thing, because I think it puts us in a worse position. So people have their stories. You can think poorly of me. That is definitely not the point. I just want people to consider things, maybe make the world better, maybe say hi to your neighbor, that kind of thing.
A lot of people are saying that he just did not listen to what women with learned experiences have been saying to him in the comments of his first video.
There's a ton of women in your comments telling you their lived experiences, and somehow you still land on a page of an idiot. So please allow me, a man, to mansplain to you what women are saying. Hi, I'm Patrick. I'm not nice, I'm kind, and let's get to it. First and foremost, I don't care where you are at, work, in your neighborhood, the grocery store, women don't owe you shit. Women don't owe you shit. They don't owe you anything. It's that simple. If you want to ask why, fine, because men have stripped them of everything. Period, point blank. It's that simple. In your video, you talk about a woman not wanting to say hello to you, and then you get online and you rant and you throw a tantrum online and post this video. Mind you, also while making another video completely undermining what women are telling you about their lived experiences. I fear the elevator doesn't come all the way up, and I also fear the call is coming from inside the house. I'm not even going to say go read your comments. I don't feel you're going to do your due diligence. What I will say is go talk to your mom. Go talk to your grandmother, go talk to your sisters, go talk to your cousins, and ask them who they are afraid of. Why they don't like to fill their gas tank up at night. When they're in a parking lot, why they're always looking over their shoulder. Do you think it's because of the cute girly pops who just bought something from Sephora? Is that what you think it is? Or do you think it's men? Also, you don't have to think too hard because men like you tend to think like, hey, I'm the protector. Who are you protecting women from? And I want to know quickly. Answer it quickly. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. You understand that men are predatorial. And it may not be you. I will stand. Okay, cool. We can stand on that. How would she know that? The girl with the glasses and the phone and the landscape, how would she know that? She can't. The answer is she can't. And when it becomes a situation where you could potentially be attacked and or unalive, it's best to not engage at all. I don't get why you act like that's such a hard concept to get. You also said in your second video that you think this is the work of a phone, that technology is the reason that there's a disconnect. Women have been getting attacked by men since the words were ooga booga wooga and it was writing on the wall. What are you talking about? To be honest, I think you're stupid. And I don't think you're stupid because you lack the ability to learn. I think you're stupid because you are married to staying uninformed. You have thousands of women in your comments telling you their lived experiences, and you're like, yeah, but, and then make a second video and start mansplaining safety to them. Hello? In your second video, you were upset that women were calling you a creep. I hate to tell you, this is an extreme red flag. Extreme red flag. Whether or not you are the predatory type of male, it lets me know that you aren't aware enough to turn around and shake the tables that you sit at and talk to the men who could be predatory, who think that women owe them a hello. That's you. You think women owe you something. I don't care if it's your next door neighbor. Women don't owe you anything. Anything. If there's anything you can take from this video, stop being dense. Use your phone. It's right there. You can look up statistics of women being attacked, and then you can ask Google, well, who's doing the attacking? And I fear Google, the diva that she is going to tell you that it is men. It is always going to be all men until it's no men. It's never going to be no men, so it's always going to be all men. Always, and that includes me. So do your due diligence, do your research, change the way you think, and stop ranting online about a woman not telling you hello because you feel it's deserved to you. It's not. Get a grip.
It just seems like he was mansplaining to them on why we as humans should connect and why it was not okay that he said hi to someone and they just blew him off. Here are just some comments that people have been saying about this whole situation. I actually canceled my gym membership because of these people. Someone quotes the Barbie movie and says, Ken only has a good day when Barbie looks at him. That is so true. I think that does imply that Mahoney or Cru Mahoney, he gets his happiness when he gets validation from women, and so when he doesn't get it, he kind of throws a temper tantrum or a bitch fit. And this is another lesson too. Your intrusive thoughts and your impulses are not content. You know, just because you had a thought and something just happened, I feel like that shouldn't warrant you to immediately pick up the phone and record. You know, not everything is content. Things happen all the time. If someone doesn't hold the door open for you when you are leaving a restaurant, are you going to pick up your phone and say, oh my gosh, people don't have common courtesy anymore? Of course they don't. But did they before? And hear me out. To Mr. Mahoney's defense, I would love to live in a world, live in a neighborhood, live in a community where I can walk down the street, I can look at my neighbors, look at strangers who are my neighbors, and smile at them, say, hi, how are you? I still do. However, it doesn't happen every single time, but the thing is you still have to keep your chin up and keep trying. I feel like if you just have that one experience and you get shut down, then you have to make a whole video about it, and you're someone with a platform. That's not good. Like, you should be secure in yourself to where that's fine. But if you are the type of person who does value that human connection, you're going to try again. And you're going to see that you will find the people that will engage with you and have that community feel that it seems like you're wanting. Now, for defending that woman, as a woman, I totally agree. When I am out in public, I do not look at anybody. I do not look at guys. If I see a shirtless man jogging down the sidewalk and I'm driving down the street, I don't even look that way. okay? Even though I'm safe in my car, that's just still minding my own business. As a woman, you just have to be aware of your surroundings, mind your own business, do whatever you can to not invite unwelcome attention. And it's really annoying. Like, sometimes you can't avoid it. Sometimes you know that you're gonna have to be stared at and you have to just avoid any type of conflict. Sometimes you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. Someone says eye contact is an invitation to them. That's why we avoid it. So that's why that girl avoided him. Someone says, I feel like he tells women to smile more. That is so funny. It's giving, and who set that system up?
You know, most people commit suicide are men. Most people who work in dangerous workplaces are men. Most people who fight in war are men.
And who set that system up?
Yeah.
Comparing Mahoney's first video and second video, someone said he went from she purposely ignored human interaction to she was unaware of her surroundings. You can't have it both ways, so which one is it? You're not entitled to our time or attention. His quote, peaceful walk, sounded like a prey hunt to me. And this comment too is probably one of my favorites. All I wanted was to go on a peaceful walk, end quote. Yeah, that's what she probably wanted too. What the heck? And also too, the fact that he's not listening and hearing people when they are sharing their experiences is really telling. It speaks volumes to who he is and how he responds to a learning opportunity. Take his first video, okay, whatever. But if you don't listen to what people are saying, you're just immediately in defensive mode. You did not want a human interaction, come on. You did not want to genuinely be friends with a stranger on the street and have an organic connection. Someone says, I used to walk around without headphones in, and even just acting like I didn't hear a cat call got a man so angry he chased me through a crowd. Just being a woman or girl in public is to be perceived as a target. This is hard too, and sometimes you just don't know what to do. I do have a story. So when I was 16, I worked at this chicken shack and I really needed gas on the way home. The chicken shack was in walking distance to the gas station, so it was actually across the street, but my shift ends at like 9:30 or 10. I forget what it was. I know they closed at 9:30, but it was late, mind you. It was late, and I went to get gas. There was this guy, and I did not know what to do. He would not let me leave until I gave him my phone number. I'm not a good liar, to be honest, and mind you, I'm 16. Really not a good liar, so I said I didn't have a phone, and then he kept bugging me, and I said, okay, I'll give you my home phone. So bad. And so I gave him a made-up number. Now I feel kind of bad. He did ask if it was a made-up number, but I just really got out of there after that. But I really did not enjoy that situation. He was probably 20 years older than me. That was just one situation. It's not the most dangerous one I've been in. But even as a minor, I just feel like some people won't stop, or some people like to draw attention to whatever they want to do. They're very focused and adamant about their wants and their needs. So it's just a scary world, to be honest. And you know what? You always think it'll never happen to you until it does, or until it happens to someone you know. And we really got to be safe out here. We need to just be aware of our surroundings. This TikTok, it's someone expressing their opinion on here. A lot of people are saying he gives creepy vibes, and I'm glad nothing happened, but in the event that that did, you can never be too safe. So if you are a female, a young lady, a woman out there watching this, please be aware of your surroundings. For me, I personally don't put headphones in while I'm at any public space, even the grocery store, because you never know what's going to happen. There could be someone who unexpectedly harms everyone in the store publicly, or even at school if you're a teacher. That's not necessarily having someone be creepy towards you or being catcalled, but you really never know what goes on. I'm not saying don't have your headphones, but you get the gist. Like, you can never be too sure. There's been so many cases of girls being deleted or hurt when they thought they were in a safe space. I am looking it up right now. I'm just looking at women stalk news, KILLED. There's a lot of different stories right now, just of different people getting hurt, being stalked. So ending on a more serious note, but yes, you can never take things too lightly when it comes to your safety. I will put some resources in the description box below of this video. What do you think of this story? Do you think Cru Mahoney? I just like saying honey. Do you think that he had a good point? Do you think we as humans need to connect more? Do you feel like he's being a douche? What do you think about this whole situation? I think that we do need to connect more as humans. But I also think we need to connect more in the right setting. Like, if we are all waiting in line at Starbucks, I do think it's okay to strike up a conversation with someone in line. And if they don't want to talk to you, then just leave it at the one sentence. Hi, how are you? Good, how are you? I like your shoes. Thanks. That's it. Or, what are you going to order? You know, then you could strike up a conversation. If you are in the waiting room at the eye doctor, that could be an opportunity to strike up a conversation for human connection. Maybe even the airplane, even though not everyone likes that. But I had one of the best conversations I've ever had with the lady on the airplane, and we became pen pals essentially. So you never know who you can connect with. If someone is sitting down paying attention to their phone, I don't think it's necessarily the best opportunity for you to strike up a conversation with them and expect for that to go well. Unless it was like, hey miss, is this your wallet? I mean, there's special circumstances, but we gotta read the room. But as always, thank you so much for watching. Like, share, subscribe. If you don't, I just appreciate you being here, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye.